up? It's Breezy and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing this look in today's video. Wanted to do something spooky. I'm super excited that it's the month of October. It's my absolute favorite month out of this year. Or out of any year, I guess. I love October. I'm not born in October, but for some reason, I've always really related with Scorpios. Love them. But anyway, and my wedding anniversary is actually October 28th. I wanted that to be fitting. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love anything spooky, scary, horror, anything like that. So I went ahead and did this look today. I wanted to do like a glam take on Pennywise the Dancing Clown. You've probably seen some videos like this already. I'm not super original with this one, but I wanted to do my own take on it and my own look, or my own version of the look. But yeah, before we get started, make sure you give a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to see this glam Pennywise the Dancing Clown tutorial, just go ahead and keep on watching. Hey guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Right now I'm actually grabbing the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I'm not sure what shade this is, but I think it is their palest shade, the one right below the white shade. I normally use this as an eyeshadow base, and I initially was going to go in with a face paint for this, but I just decided if I wanted to do more of a glam look that I should do something a little bit closer to a skin tone. So this is what I decided. And plus with my redness, this covered it a little bit better. I did try to start with face paint and then take that back off and use this instead. But now I'm just blending that out with my makeup sponge. I'm using the Loreal makeup sponge. And just making sure to go down my neck, make sure all of my redness is covered, do my ears, you know, all that jazz, just like you would a regular foundation.
Perfect.
Alrighty, and right now I'm actually going to be going in with the Mehron face paint in white. I'm going to be putting this in all the same areas that you would basically put a concealer and just blending that out. I will say this was pretty difficult to blend out over top of a concealer, so if you have a white concealer, I would maybe use that instead. But this did also give the same illusion of the kind of clown makeup look, which I think is kind of nice, and then I blended that out with that same sponge that I used for the base. And then I'm going to be setting that with the Ciate London translucent powder. You can use any translucent powder for this. And just making sure that I set my whole face, that way nothing moves. And then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution palette, and then I'm going to use this neutral tone, kind of cool tone shade. And I'm going to use that in all of my contour areas, just like I would with a bronzer to set down a base. Just making sure I get the hollows of my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna go in with a smaller, more defined brush by e.l.f. in that same shade. And I'm really gonna use this to chisel out my cheekbones. You're gonna see the line that I first put down. I'm gonna do that in circular motions to help blend that, but it is gonna stay pretty saturated in those cheekbones to give that more chiseled, scary look. And then I'm going to do the same to my nose and just define that. And then I'm going to use that same and do my temples and my jawline as well. Now I'm getting started with my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. And for my eyebrows, I am making sure that they are super arched to have that kind of angry, you know, kind of scary look. I'm just making sure that I have a good arch on those for both. And then I'm going to take my same powder brush that I had and actually kind of blend that contour out a little bit just to soften it so it's not too harsh. And then this is where I realized my camera stopped filming. Yeah. So just kind of to explain what I've done before this, I went in with the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette, and I used the shade Mogul and put that all in my crease. And that's literally all I did. And then I took the gray shade in that palette and used that to deepen up the crease a little bit. And now I'm going in with Vroom Vroom and putting that all over my lid. I did stop to put on some powder and bake underneath my eyes, only because I was getting some fallout and I really didn't want it to stain my under eye, especially with white makeup on. So I'm just putting that under there and then gonna finish off the eyeshadow here in a second. Alrighty, again, like I said, I'm taking that Vroom Vroom shade and putting that all over my lid and just really packing that on. You can also do this with your finger. My nails are a little bit long, but I did end up for the center of my lid kind of tapping it on a little bit and then going back around the corners with a definer brush. Now I'm just taking a blender brush and blending that out to smoke that black into the crease a little bit into that red shade. And now I'm just sweeping off my bake and any of that fallout. And then I did still get a little bit of staining, so now I'm taking a white eyeshadow. You can use any white eyeshadow for this, and putting that under my eyes almost like you would a brightening powder, just to clean that up and bring that whiteness back to the center of my face and blending that down a little bit. The light really caught onto this. It looks a little bit harsh on camera, but it really didn't look like that in person. But I'm taking that in the same places that you would use any highlighter. Now I'm taking Mogul again, and I'm gonna be smoking that underneath my bottom lash line. And I'm really gonna blow that out and bring that down so it has that kind of smoky effect to it. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills American Doll Liquid Lipstick, and I'm going to put on my lips as I normally would. But making sure for the Cupid's bow, once I start applying that, to make that a little bit pointier than usual. Almost like a clown mouth, obviously. Alrighty, and then now I'm going to go in with a angled definer brush and picking up some of that same liquid lipstick and just using this to outline my lips or overline my lips a little bit more and even those out, and again really define that Cupid's bow and make that look pretty pointy, and you can see that here. Alrighty, and now I'm taking that same lipstick and I'm gonna be using that to map out the sides of the clown mouth or clown smile. And so I'm gonna connect that to my upper lip and bottom lip and create a triangle and then fill that in the shape of like a smile going upwards towards my eyes. And I'm gonna do that same thing to the other side. Here you just see me going back to even out those edges. Again, I'm not perfect, so there's definitely a lot of back and forth when it comes to this. That's a given. Although this video is, 20 minutes edited, it took a lot longer. And now I'm just taking the Mogul eyeshadow and starting to extend that from my lip, and I'm gonna make sure that I match that up on both sides. I'm gonna start from the bottom and then stop and then go from the center of my eye, so my pupil, and go down and then curve and connect those. And that's just going to be our base shape. And then I'm going to do that same thing to the other side. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. You're just getting a base down for where you're going to solidify your line. You'll see that I end up not liking the position and brushing that off with that same powder. And then I'm going to take my same sponge from earlier and just dab over that a little bit, and then end up going back over it with the powder a little bit. Now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side and reconnecting that. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a fluffier yet still small shader brush, and then I'm going to go over that line and really smoke that out so it gives it that kind of scarred and smoky look and a little bit messy. I really wanted to keep this kind of grungy, if that makes sense. And now I'm doing the same thing above my eyebrow, just extending that. And now I'm going to take the shade Vroom Vroom, and I'm going to do black in the center and then start forming that almost into an upside down triangle underneath my eye, and starting to blend that down the red, not all the way, but almost right to the top of your cheekbone, I would assume. Yeah, right about there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top, but in reverse. I'm going to do a regular triangle. And you're going to see me do the 2 black lines, and then I'm going to start shaping them into triangles and bringing those up and smoking that out just a little bit. Now I'm going to be taking that same red lipstick and starting to draw a line down the center of this with that same angled definer brush. And what this does is we have this smoky background, and then we put that red line down the middle, and it makes it, obviously it doesn't look like a real cut, but it gives kind of that illusion, which it adds a little bit more dimension to that. You can see I started dancing because I was kind of starting to feel the look there for a minute. I'll be honest, I was getting kind of frustrated with myself. And then I'm just going to do the same thing to this side.
Perfect.
And now I am going to bring that same lipstick on top and just extend that red line up past the black triangle. Now you're going to see me go in with that same shade of Mogul, and then I'm going to go back over that in kind of like a wiggling motion, just to, again, help with that smokiness, help with that messiness, and make sure that blends into the lips. And again, I'm doing the same thing on top of the eye and extending that and making that a little bit more sharp. Now I'm taking that Vroom Vroom shade and adding this to the outer corners of my lip, just to make this color a little bit darker and do like an ombre effect. I'm starting with an angled brush and then going in with a blender brush to blend that out. And again, the dance. And now I'm going in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and filling in my inner waterline. And then I'm going to go in with mascara. This is the Loreal Voluminous mascara. And then I'm going to come back with lashes, and this is the final look. So this is the look with lashes and my hair down. I really didn't have to do anything to it. But if you guys like this video, be sure to give a like and subscribe. And I would definitely appreciate it if you would leave a comment. Let me know if you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.